Question is, can fragrance actually make you happy? Well, Initio seems to think so. So today we're diving into Initio's Oud for happiness, and they promise you that this is an oud that will change your mood. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with the puns. I promise. But this is really an easy introduction into oud fragrances. If you say oud can be something that is very polarizing. It's hard to pull off. If you're on the fence about it, you either really enjoy ouds or you don't. It's like leather fragrances or boozy fragrances. They can often be off-putting, slightly brash. However, this seems to be a fragrance that is just good at what it does, but it's nothing special. It says it's an oud fragrance. It has oud listed in the mid notes, but I don't find that it has quite a bit of oud actually. Might just be trace amounts, just for the heck of it. You know, they're saying they put oud because they can jack up the price. To me, this comes off as incredibly citrusy, spicy off the top. So you got some bergamots and it's herbaceous. It's got some green herbaceous notes in the dry down that I can detect right from the top. It's a fresh but spicy herbaceous. It's kind of like an earthy fresh fragrance. This is not a fresh, bright floral out of the shower type of fragrance. This is just it's a high quality freshness. It is a unique freshness in the sense that it is herbaceous, it is earthy, but I don't get much oud. Like, this could just be trace amounts of oud. It really doesn't come off as something that has that distinct oud note, which is oud is wood. It's really sophisticated. If you don't count the oud, that is not very present in fragrance. It is just a high quality, not unique, because in this niche world there are several fragrances that do smell like this, that do have this similar scent profile. But this is something that would be very nice if you enjoy something that is unique in the sense that it's not something everyone can wear. It's not something that everyone can detect off of you, but it's still a fragrance that you can wear in multiple occasions. This could be pulled off in the office if you keep the amount of sprays down low. This could be a great signature scent. This could be as well. You could dress this up. I wouldn't classify this as a black tie fragrance, but this could be, white shirt, chinos, slacks, and just a nice night out. I wouldn't call this very sexy as well, just because it's herbaceous. Whenever I find that fragrances are herbaceous, they're interesting, they are unique, but they're not necessarily sexy. There's nothing. The vanilla, yes, it is in the dry down, but I don't find it makes for a very warm, sweet, sensual, inviting fragrance. This is a fragrance that I find doesn't change too much throughout its life cycle. It does remain quite similar. You're still gonna have some bergamot throughout it, and you're still gonna have that ginger and those herbaceous notes, and of course the musky with the vanilla. The performance on this is quite good. This is about 9 to 10 hours of longevity on my skin, but I do find that the projection is quite tame. I believe this is probably an EDP, if not a parfum concentration, and so it does sit quite close on me, and so therefore, it's a great office scent. You're not gonna be choking people out. If you're in a close encounter, this might be one for you. But if you're going out, going to the club, you want people to discover you, look elsewhere. This would be for someone who really enjoys collecting Initio fragrances. If you really like that brand, you'd like to check everything out, you might want to just sample this one to see what your take is on it. I just find that it's not something that is very, when I think of niche fragrances, I like to think of something that is more unique, that is pushing the envelope of fragrances, or that smells incredible, that it's going to be a compliment getter, 12 out of 10 compliments. This is neither. It's a great fragrance, it smells very nice, but it's nothing that justifies the price in my mind that Initio is asking for this. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not a weak fragrance. It's not smelling bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's just nothing that I find is really interesting or worth the name. Whenever you say oud, I expect it to be the main accord or what the fragrance is trying to revolve around. Oud, a bold, strong, woody note. It's polarizing. It's either powerful, you love it, you hate it. This is neither. This is just flying under the radar. This is trying to be likable. This is a designer-esque niche fragrance. It's very easy to get into if you're looking for a first niche fragrance that you want to get into and you're not sure where to start. This could be one. Just know that that oud that you're looking for, you're not really finding it here. It's trace amounts. It's trace amounts, if any. I just hate it when brands do this fake marketing like this. They put fragrance notes that sound expensive or are expensive on paper, but they don't really put them in there, just for the heck of it. But otherwise, like if they said this was just Initio for happiness, then I'd be more okay with it because it wouldn't be misleading you. But yeah, just buyer beware. You know, this is a great fragrance for you know, just someone who's looking to get into niche fragrances. But if you're expecting something that's up here above, pushing the envelope, something that you've never smelled before, this is definitely not it. I really like Initio. I find a lot of their fragrances are likable, but also have some interesting profiles, interesting characteristics. Initio's Side Effect is probably one of my favorite niche fragrances of all time. Oud for Greatness obviously is talked at nauseum on the online, so I'll definitely try to get my hands on that one. But Oud for Happiness is just, I wouldn't say it makes me happy, but I do appreciate smelling it, of course. Always happy to try new fragrances. But I wouldn't say this is something that I would consider myself purchasing a big bottle of. Guys, if you're interested in trying this fragrance or hundreds of others, please consider checking out Scentbox. I'll link it in the description below. First link. It helps the channel out a lot, and that way I would get free fragrances, bring you more reviews, and you would get a great discount on it, of course. So do consider that, and hope you guys enjoyed it. That's all for me. I'll catch you in the next one.